listening to myself speak. Now I'm out here with my jacket on because of all the bugs in the air. As I'm listening to myself speak, comes to mind that he has been claiming himself as my family all along. So the bad reputation that I have is he could be arrested for defamation of character about how all the people around think that I'm a prostitute, that I'm soliciting everywhere. Probably he has stolen my images, falsely advertised me as his family, falsely advertised me around among the perverted men in the area. That's what he is so decrepit looking and awful because I never have any intimate contact. They're not my family. And that's probably who is guilty of having let somebody rape me, that I had to go to the hospital on February 12th. I had to go to the hospital to get an antibiotic treatment because somebody had exposed me to an STD where the symptoms that I was feeling, so where I never have agreed to have any intimate contact with anyone. I'm afraid that in the way that there were objects in my room, in from my room, then not in my room, then in my room again, that he the way that I was explaining, unfortunately, is that community lets whoever claims to be family be like, oh, the males around that female, those are her family. And Evelyn was saying, "Well, you want to be in USA near your family," while they were not acknowledging what I was trying to press. The main issue I was trying to press with them was that they are not really my relatives. So that I was not getting an audience about that topic, and I was waiting for, I thought I'd get a hearing again in 2022 or again in 2025. I've not. Instead, the my defamation of character is what charges the police could invent against him or arrest him for if they want to do that. Well, I believe that they should be instead treated in accordance with their own crazy Spanish telepathy that they've been promoting, whereas they will be as unidentified, end up, in one of those crematories in the state where they're born, because they fool themselves into believing that their bodies could be handled differently, as if, they had been somebody else, lived a different life, when the issue of body processing was installed very early into my brain at the age of 12, simply from observance. I have always been different. Someone is not asking me directly in the community more questions that could give insight as to, behind all the wordiness and why they themselves thought best to keep me as quiet as possible for as long as possible, why others thought to not let me thrive in Spanish in this area. As soon as I entered the area when I was 10 or 11, was inculcated in my brain to cling to the English language as my way through the opposition that I would be facing inevitably during my stay here. Because I'm different, yet I came from a well, they're going to see into that and look into that, and it's like all this seeing and looking into that, and now we're looking into me through an app that we've developed that mimics the way that our brains function. That was my greatest passion in life, to be able to simply tell myself how things are the way they are, why people behave the way they do. So now I comprehend my bad luck in life. I comprehend how others have been behaving or sending their attention my way due to those characters, like Saul Ruiz, his associates that he has formed along the way. My abortions were a result of the neglect during the first years from 2000 to 2008. Even prior that, that's why I was suicidal, because they were claiming me as family. They were already making me feel like I'd rather be dead